So this is going to be a doodle video that shows you how I figured out the questions in our simulation. We got some information at the beginning about the clinic and when it's open. In the first few slides with some key facts. Visits run about 8 minutes to give a flu shot, get somebody regged. Charges per visit are $20 and the cost of supplies is only $1. And your option or your objective is to optimize the net margin per week. So how many patients per day? That information is just provided to us. It's 120 a day. How many providers are you going to need? I think they're referred to as medical assistants here. Well, 120 patients a day, and every provider can see somebody every 8 minutes. That's going to mean that you need 2 providers to do 120 patients a day. This breaks it out in patients per hour. It's about 7.5. 15 with 2 providers working. So are the patients going to have to wait? Because we see later on that waiting can cause a loss of volume. So yeah, it looks like people are waiting. And in fact, they will have to wait. Because if everybody worked continuously, they still couldn't keep up with the flow. And we know that there are peaks and valleys in the flow. So yeah, there's definitely going to be some waiting going on with the staffing model, even though you've resourced enough man hours to exactly cover the volume. So what should you do for the schedule? Well, the schedule, if you're working with 2, doesn't give you much leeway. You're going to have to bring somebody in at the time it opens and then somebody an hour and a half later to fully cover your 10-hour open time with 8-hour shifted people. Then it wants to know, what's the average margin for a day or for a 5-day week? So we just figured that out. It's 12,000, and we know our costs for supplies and labor, and that gives us a net margin of about $10,200. Then you get to choose from 4 scenarios, and everybody did this great. You pick the one with the best net margin, which was option 4. And the point is that sometimes being really chintzy on the labor will cost you on the net margin, especially if you're losing volume because of customer satisfaction. Everybody did a great job. You will be surprised how often FTEs are reduced and it results in a lower financial performance for the unit, but that's really specifically in an outpatient, not an inpatient scenario. And that's it.